Hey, what's up guys? I'm Zach from the Pampers Pop. If you're watching this video, you're probably trying to decide between the SpotOn fence and the Halo collar for your dog. I've been at this since 2019 and I've reviewed pretty much every GPS collar on the market, certainly all the big ones. But there's something a little different about my testing approach. I don't just talk about these products, I experienced them firsthand. I've literally put the collars on my neck and got on my hands and knees so I could really feel what it was like as a dog to wear these collars. Now, I've been reviewing invisible dog fence technologies since before GPS collars even existed. Back then, it was just the traditional in-ground and wireless dog fence systems. And I've tracked every major innovation that's come along since then. Now, I have a background in chemical engineering, which has helped me understand the GPS technologies a little bit more than just the marketing claims. I've even had the opportunity to meet with senior personnel at SpotOn and really understand the engineering challenges that go into making an advanced GPS dog collar that you can rely on. What drives me, though, isn't just the technology. It's finding real solutions that work for real dogs and real people. I've personally tested many generations of both the SpotOn fence and the Halo collar, and I've interacted with a ton of you guys right here on this channel, which helped me get a better sense of what really matters to dog owners in the day-to-day when using these systems. So today I'm comparing these two systems based on my own firsthand experience. And I'll also share some experiences from our other host, Kristen, who has tested both of these collars with her husband and her dog, Kona. Now, both SpotOn and Halo use advanced GPS technology combined with other positioning systems. They both utilize the major GPS constellations, so that includes GPS, GLONASS, Galileo, and Beidou. Now, SpotOn uses a dual-feed active GPS antenna, plus some algorithms to help ensure a stable boundary. And Halo complements their GPS with their own proprietary technologies. From what I understand, they leverage nearby Wi-Fi networks, Bluetooth signals, cellular signal, and all of that goes into understanding where your dog's location truly is. This approach helps explain why Halo typically performs better in suburban environments where there's strong Wi-Fi connectivity, cell signal, and Bluetooth devices are probably everywhere. But I don't just look at specifications. I test these products in ways that matter to real dog owners. So one of the biggest differences you'll notice is how you set up boundaries with each system. SpotOn's boundary setup process is actually more automated than many people realize. You can set up fences by tapping where you want the boundaries to be in a map, but my preferred way is to actually walk the boundary with the collar in hand. And the SpotOn will drop fence posts automatically as you walk. Similarly with Halo, you can draw your boundaries manually. They also have a way that you can set up fences by walking the map. It's a little bit more manual. You basically walk the boundary, wait for your position to stabilize, and then press a little button on the app, and it'll drop the fence post there. The most crucial aspect of any GPS fence is boundary stability, or in other words, how consistently it holds the boundary line that you set. After years of testing many generations of both systems, I've consistently found that SpotOn typically maintains more stable boundaries than the Halo collar. And that particularly matters in more challenging GPS environments, places with dense tree coverage, particularly pine trees, or places with less wireless infrastructure. Halo tends to perform better in suburban settings. I'm guessing because it can leverage nearby wireless networks and other signals in the area to help complement its GPS. That would help explain why many suburban users report excellent experiences with Halo collar, despite SpotOn's technical advantages. What truly matters is how effectively these systems prevent boundary crossers. Let me show you footage from my previous testing where I personally experienced exactly what your dog would feel. So I'm approaching the boundary, and there's my first beep, so I should know by now. Time to turn around, but I'm gonna keep walking. Bad dog. And it's got the second beep. All right, let's see what happens here. Okay, yep, that one hurts a little bit more. Ow! Having personally tested both systems, I can tell you that SpotOn tends to be more consistent in various environments. There's the warning. I'm going to continue on to get to the boundary. Hopefully it doesn't shock me. There's the oh. Halo's feedback system is equally effective, but it does sometimes behave differently depending on your surrounding Wi-Fi infrastructure. Now, battery life is critical for your dog's safety. Here's what you can expect based on the manufacturer's specifications and our own personal experiences. With the Halo 3, which I've specifically tested, I found the battery life to last 20 hours and 7 minutes, which is fairly consistent with what Halo claimed. For SpotOn, their previous models typically provided around 18 to 20 hours of use, and while I haven't tested that explicitly, that does seem to be about correct. Now, both companies claim recent improvements in their latest models. And I think what's important to understand is regardless of which system you choose, the best bet is going to be to charge this collar every night after you use it. That way you can ensure your dog always has an active fence. Now let's talk about what matters to many families, the total investment here. The initial price for SpotOn is about $1,000 as I'm recording, and Halo's about $600, so it's a $400 difference. SpotOn has an optional subscription, which gives you access to tracking features among other things, and honestly, you're probably going to want it. Although if you don't have good cell coverage, it might not be very much use to you. With Halo Collar, a subscription is required, and they have 3 tiers: the bronze, the silver, and the gold. The biggest thing is that on the bronze plan, you get 5 fences, on the silver plan, you get 10 fences, and on the gold plan, it's unlimited. And of course, there are other perks with each tier. Another thing to consider is the long-term cost of ownership. If you look at 3 years and you don't get a subscription with SpotOn, you're going to be about break even, assuming you're on the monthly bronze plan with Halo. Of course, if you do get the subscription with SpotOn and you do get a more expensive plan with Halo, things are going to change a little bit, but that's kind of how it works out. And both companies do have a 90-day return policy and a 1-year warranty, so if it doesn't work out for you, you can always return it, and they do stand behind the product. Now, the $400 cost is significant for a lot of families. The question becomes whether SpotOn's performance justifies that upfront cost in your particular situation. Based on years of testing and hundreds of conversations with dog owners, here's what I typically recommend. If you have a rural property with larger acreage and varying terrain, then SpotOn's consistent boundaries are probably worth the upfront investment. For suburban yards with standard lot sizes and consistent Wi-Fi infrastructure, Halo can work out just great for you. And with a lower price point, that can be a really good value. Now, if you have a particularly escape-prone dog, then SpotOn's boundary consistency might give you a little extra peace of mind as well. I hope this comparison helps you make the right decision for your family and your dog. If you do decide to purchase either system, I've included some discount links in the description, and using those will also help support our channel, which I greatly appreciate, and it'll allow us to keep making more detailed reviews like this. If you have any specific questions about your situation, go ahead and drop them in the comments. My team reads those, I read those, we respond. I respond personally. Happy to help out with whatever we can. Thanks for watching, and here's to keeping your dog safe while giving them the freedom they deserve.